Hello future tech leaders, I'm Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
So next time, what we do is let's create another one. We'll go to the online case form. Let us save it for now with all the case types and everything. One other thing. So when I click on external, you see this. You also have this particular option here wherein number of requests, how many have clicked through this link and how many have submitted. So when I click open this link, but I've not submitted this. If I go back refresh this, it shows me that number of requests are 2 and the number of submits are just 1. So what exactly this means is, let us say you have a lot of requests like 10, 15 requests, but the number of submits are very less. So which means there is something wrong with the online form that people are not able to submit them. Correct. So let us do this. So now we'll see this case. Origin automatically picks up all the values that I have over there. Not started. Type is a question. So I can submit this. So once this is submitted now, this would get submitted as a second case for me. Let's close this. Go back. Let's go to the lists. Actually, that page should not allow us to submit without actually, doing this. So now earlier, the grab option was not there because by the time this case was created, I am not a support representative. But after the case was created, I made myself as a support representative. So now what I can do is even from the list, I can just click on grab. So this case will be assigned to me directly. You see this. It got created. So the record has not changed. It hasn't been changed. And now let us go to the leads and we'll see if this got generated as a lead. It did not. The reason could be, let's go into the support preferences and there is something called as lead generation. So if the company name also has been taken again, as you see this, the company name has been taken as what? So, as again Julia. There's something wrong. Let us see this. Now let's go to the support preferences and create new lead on no match. This has to be enabled. So when you actually enable this and when you are creating a support form for you, then if your email ID does not match with any of the customers, then it will create a lead automatically within the system now, which was not enabled earlier. So also, let's go back to the references. If you scroll down, these are the preferences that you have for support. Restrict cases based on subsidiary. Escalate to support reps only. Do you want to escalate it to anybody or only to the support representative? So these are some of the preferences that you have. What's going to be your status for the new case? We'll see that. Why exactly it is getting assigned to fully one company? I'm really not sure. We'll check why is that happening. But before we go there, we'll see what are the preferences. So what's going to be the default status for your cases? For status for grab cases, it has to change to in progress. For a new case, it has to be not started. For first status for escalated cases, it's got to be escalated. Status for closed cases, it needs to be closed. So all these can be specified as preferences for you and notification. So notify filer on the support rep cases. Whoever is the support rep on that particular case, we want that to be notified. You can notify your customers. You can notify to list. You can notify to the CC list. This is all about the notification. Do you want to notify to the assignees? You know, whatever update has been done on a case. If you want that to be, let us say I'm the support representative. If someone is updating that ticket, then do you want that to be notified to me? Or do you want to send the notification request to the customer? All these things you can actually specify in the preferences. And I'm external. We have already seen it. What is the redirect URL? Create new lead on no match that I have enabled it now. What about the inbound email address? This is automatically created by the NetSuite. So ordering there is. These are the whatever you create as your master data. The priorities, case status, case types assigned is the one that I have created. You can see all these things over here in the preferences case priorities. You can move up to down or you can just hold this and then move it. All these things can be done in the preferences case origins. If you want this, you can click on this. So you can click on this or you can move it like this. Or you can do anything as such. You can move to bottom, you can move to top. All these are your preferences. Any questions on the preferences? This is the one that I created of late. Visual list test. Any questions on this page? Then what we'll do is the case that gets created. You can actually create certain rules so that it gets automatically assigned to certain people. So earlier the case was getting assigned. However, it was not getting assigned to. The case was getting created, but it was not getting assigned automatically. Correct. So to do that, what you need to do is, we'll see, why is this company not getting changed, but rather, now let's get into setup support. And there is something called as case rules. Case rules and case territories. So here what you can do is you can create a rule. What is the rule? Let us say the case origin. So if the case origin, I can create a case origin saying that if it is an email, I'm setting the criteria as email. Then I'm saying email origin case assignment. You can say this. So I'm creating a rule saying that if there is a field on the query form, which is we have already created that, what is it? Case origin we have already created, and if the customer selects it as email, in that case, I want this particular case to be assigned to me, which is Kishore. So I've created this rule. Now I go into the territories and I create a new case territory, which is origin case territory. I do this and I'm applying the rule. This is the rule that I have created. Email origin case assignment is the rule that I have created. And I'm saying match all rules. You can have multiple rules also. I mean, you can create a case origin. You can create a case type, or the best thing is that you can actually create a city. Whoever is submitting a case from Hyderabad, whoever is submitting a case from Mumbai, that has to be assigned to a particular representative. In that case, you can actually go here and then select add it and save it. So what did I do? I created a rule saying that if the case origin is selected as email in my online lead form, online case form, then through this case territory, I'm saying that I have linked my rule to the case territory and I'm assigning it through the assignment. I'm saying it has to be assigned to Kishore. So now let's go back to our online case form again. Where is it? Here it is. Click open this. Go to my external. Number of requests, number of submits are 2. So let us take this. Hold on. Before we do that, before we submit this case, what is the company name? AutoSign. Hold on. Let's make last name as mandatory. Remove this. Save it. Just give me a second. So let us go to the link again. So open up the link. Now, this time case origin we will take as email. And then we'll see if this is getting automatically assigned. That is our test. I created a rule saying that if someone selects email, then it has to be assigned to my support rep automatically. So let's submit. What's the company name? Let's see. Go back to the cases. List of cases. You see this? Did you see this? It got automatically assigned to. There is no grab option and you don't have to assign it manually. Rather, it just got assigned automatically to. What's happened to this company? Why is it taking fully one? Actually, this should not be taken as I'm in the company. Whatever we select over there should actually come here. That is one thing. That test we have done and it's working. Let's go to the leads and we will see if the lead also will not get generated because it is taking the other company automatically. And that's the reason the lead is not getting generated as well. So there must be a reference. Is this fully company? We'll see first. So this got created. When we have submitted it the first time, without the customer name automatically took this. But why is it taking the same company? There must be a preference, anonymous customer preference. There is a preference somewhere which says that, if the email or if something does not match with the present system, then it has to be created as an anonymous company, anonymous customer rather. So that preference I'm looking for. But this customer, why is it getting created as fully one? I don't know. Some preference must have been there. Hold on. Let's close it. Now you understood case rules and case territories. Do you have any questions on that? We'll see about the customer part. Why is it getting generated like that? But apart from that, did you understand what is a case rule and a case territory? How we can create them? Or do you have any questions on that? Guys, are you there? Understood, Kalyan? Great. So this is fine. Now, apart from that, there is something called as escalation rules as well. Escalation rules and escalation management. Now, one thing under this case territory, you can assign multiple representatives here. Like Kishore is a support rep now. He is the only support rep, so you might have other support reps as well. So you can continuously assign those people and the cases will get assigned to them one after the other in a round robin fashion. Kishore will get the first case. The second person will get the second case. Third person will get the third case. And then if there are only 3 people, it jumps onto the first person. So that is how it works. That is one thing. Now, the other thing is that there is something called as groups. Wait a second. Before we jump onto these groups, let's go into the employees. And I'm going to make another support rep. Another employee as a support rep as well. So scroll down. Under human resources, I'm going to make him a support rep and sales rep as well. Save it. So instead of assigning it to a single representative, what you can do is you can create a group. You can create a static group a customer group or an employee group. Here, in this case, you can create an employee group because we are creating the support group that we want to have. So here you can say that this is a support group. And this will be a support group. I can say and specify what the comments are or these things. And then when you scroll down here, you will have the employees group members. Who are your group members? Is one such group member. And then Alex that I've changed, not Abigail. This is another person. And then you can save it. So after you create a group, this is a group that I have created. When I get into my territories, case territories, instead of assigning this to a single person, what I can do is I can assign this to a group which has 2 people in it or 2 more. Any number of groups. So you can actually specify. You see this, the support group is available for me here. And Abigail is also available because he's a support rep now. He was not a support rep earlier and he's a support rep now. And that is the reason you are able to see him here. And you can actually select this group so that both Kishore and the other person, Abigail, are a part of that group already. Instead of assigning it to a single person, you can assign this to a group that can be created over there. So this group that I was talking about, it could be a customer group, it could be a sales rep group, it could be a, employee group, project group or a contact group. You can create any groups that you want to and then you can use them wherever required. As of now, I have created a sorry. What is this? Dynamic and static. Good question. So a dynamic group is something like if you click on this, I created a static group earlier. So a dynamic group is you can actually say that you can create a saved search. What is a saved search? All the employees from certain state, from let us say California, I can create a saved search and I can select that particular saved search here saying that any employee who's from California needs to be a part of this group. So today I might have 10 employees from California, but a month later or 6 months later, there might be a few more employees who are getting added. Maybe another 5 people got hired from California state. So automatically they will become a part of this group. You don't have to add them separately. Did you understand that? So not only the city, but you can create any saved search for that matter. Like employees who've been hired between so and so dates from January till December has to be a part of this group 2024. From January 2023 to December 2023 needs to be a part of the other group. So likewise, you can have dynamic groups and whoever gets hired in that period, in that particular period, will automatically become a part of this group. And that group can be assigned on a case territory. So if you create a sales group like I have created a support group now, so you can create a sales group as well. And when you create a sales group, that will be assigned on the sales territory. So we will discuss about the sales territories and rules tomorrow, which is a part of the lead to code process. So you have sales rules and sales territory as well. So we can actually do that. I will show that to you tomorrow when we do this. So is it clear so far? Whatever we have discussed regarding the lead sir. So when they fill that online form, so they will become the lead. Correct. No, hold on. So this is for case creation only. So there is something called as, there is a separate online lead form as well. When you go into marketing, there is an online customer form. So this particular thing is for lead generation. Now the preference that I have enabled, that if there is no match, it has to be created as a lead. So even from this case form that you have here, if the email addresses are not matching, if the company is not present in the NetSuite system, it has to generate a lead. That is how it works. Somehow it is not getting. It's not working because the company is being taken as wholly some odd company. So what I'll do is let me delete that company and then we'll try to, create another online case and see if that works. We will discuss about that tomorrow, but ideally the preference that I have set up now, which is the support preference. If you go to your support and support preferences, what I've done is I have said create new lead on no match. If you click on this, so what this is, there is a case which is created and let us say the case is unattended for like 4 hours. So this case has to be escalated to my manager. So in that case, you can create a new rule. So these are the different rules that you can create. You can create it based on case origin. You can create it on case stage. So what we'll do is we'll say the case's status or priority. Do we have priority here? There you go. So there is a priority. What I'm saying is if my case priority is high, so if my case priority is high, this has to be assigned. This has to be notified to the manager directly. That is what I'm saying. So I have created a case rule. And then in the manager escalation assignment, I can create a new assignment saying that I can select my rule here, which is high priority case. And then I'm saying this is a high priority customer. And then in the case escalation assignment, I'm saying this has to be assigned to. It has to be escalated to Abigail immediately if my priority is high. That's what I'm saying. So let's go back to the online form that we created. Or you can actually directly create a lead as well. You don't. Lead in the sense the case. Instead of going to the online form, you can create a case form yourself as well. What's my profile is not getting selected. Profile is here. I think there are no case profiles and that's the reason it's not. There is. There is a second test 123. Why is this created? I don't know. We will select one customer. Profile is selected automatically and then priority is high. This is what we are saying. So is there a mandatory field? Escalation test. Save this. subject. Values for subject. Enter values for subject. What values do we have? Values somewhere. What values are we talking about? And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.